Have you ever been the victim or the witness of a crime, or known somebody that's been the victim or the witness of a crime, and they get upset or angry because they don't really know what to do? They don't have any information of what organizations they need to contact or how to do it. And the Department of Defense came up with a form that's called the 2701, which is a victim and a witness assistance to a crime. And basically, because of directives 1030-1 and 1030-2, they came up with what is known as the DD Form 2701. And basically what I'm going to cover today is the 2701, which some of the agencies that govern the 2701 and work in conjunction with each other, and some of the compensations you can get not only from the military, but also from the state organizations, depending on what state it is. So what we're going to look at first is what's a victim. A victim is any person that's involved in a crime that has loss of property, it has loss of wages, they may have been physically assaulted, and they've been criminalized by a suspect. And some of their rights of what they need is they can get some legal compensation, they have the right to have their privacy protected, they also have the right to be informed of any kind of trials or any kind of release of the inmate or the suspected person committed the violation. So now that we looked at that, let's look at a witness. A witness is basically a person that witnessed the crime or has some evidence to the crime and has information for the local law enforcement that they can tell to help them solve the crime and possibly convict the person and get them sent to confinement. Basically, the witness has some rights too. A witness to a crime has the right to privacy. They also have the right to know when the court proceedings are going on, who, what, where, and when he's going to be released, if he's going to be transferred to a different facility, so that he has that right. And he also can have some compensation on getting the person barred from being around them and all that stuff. And okay, basically we looked at we looked at the witness and the victim and gave a little definition. Now basically I'm going to look at brief look at some of the players and some of the agencies involved. And basically what's involved is there's called a VWAP forum, and it's basically a group of individuals that's led by the installation commander. It's also some of the first sergeants are involved. The Family Support Center, Security Forces, OSI, legal are all involved in it. And basically what it is they look at the victims and witnesses. They meet and go over who all's been issued a VWAP, what they did with a VWAP, and any kind of legal forums that are going on. And basically what some of these agencies do, such as security forces, basically security forces are involved in the initial stages of when a victim or a witness of a crime happens. They issue the DD Form 2701, which is recorded in the security forces blotter of who got the form, and also it is reported monthly on who got, how many were issued out, and for what. And security forces also provides the confinement information, such as is the person going to confinement, when they get released, if they're being transferred to a different location, so that the individual knows. Legal keeps the victims informed too. They keep the victims informed on when trials are going to happen, if the person got convicted, if they were released, how much time they got, where they're going to be stationed at, where they're going to be confined at, so that the person knows. Okay, we took a look at a couple of the agencies, which was security forces, confinement, legal. Now I'm going to take a little look at the compensation that you can get. The first one is a military organization from the Family Advocacy. And basically what they do is they help any victims or witnesses get through the legal red tape and the military red tape and get answers to questions that they need. They also help them with get legal counseling, legal and financial if they need financial accomplishments. And also another thing that they do was they just help with state compensation, because every state has different compensations. But most states offer medical, mental health, they offer lost wages, they also lost support and funeral expenses. And some states also provide such relocation assistance, transportation. They also provide medical for physical therapy. They provide crime scene cleanup if need be. So you need to look on each state to see what they offer. Okay, basically I looked at the 2701 and some of the agencies involved, and I discussed some ways to get some compensation. And basically, in the end, the DD Form 2701, who's it intended for? and what agencies are involved and who helps with compensation. So in close, I basically hope you gain some knowledge that if you're ever the victim or a witness to a crime, which I hope you never are, I hope I give you some insight on what to do, or if you know somebody that is, you can ask them if they got the DD Form 2701 that gives them basic information on what and who will help them and how they get compensation and what states offer what. And some states do, some states don't. So hopefully if you're ever the victim or a witness, you can help out, or if you know somebody, you can help them get the information. If you got any questions, please email me or post questions. Thank you.